What do you think, like, from reading the book, is the biggest difference between losing religion and losing God?
I would say the biggest difference is being able to separate the two. I mean, I think for so long, especially when you grow up in like a almost high control
Yeah.
religious home or environment, you feel like God and religion are the same thing and you cannot separate them. So
Yeah.
I love the question, what's the difference? I think just knowing there's a difference is the starting point.
Yeah.
Because I think, a lot of times there's a lot of spiritual bypassing that happens for survivors of sexual abuse. There's a lot of toxic positivity. There's a lot of putting your head in the sand when it comes to trauma. And so when you're able to separate religion from God, I think there's healing possible. For me, when they were married together, it only caused more injury for me and for so many survivors I work with, because you think that all of these rules
Yeah.
and all of the pretending and the perfect testimony, the perfect, this, we're all in this like pristine glass temple. You can't show the ugliness of life. You can't talk about the hardships. You can't show your trauma. You have to be healed. There's there's no healing process. It's like it's either this or that. You're either here or there. And so I think when you're able to separate that there is a God that isn't expecting you to jump from this side to this side. He's this father or this, higher power can be with you in the mess, in the dirtiness, in, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
That's so much different.
Yeah. And it's liberating.
It is.
To hear you say that. Like I am so jumping like ahead, but you said something that is just like sparked something in my head. So but it goes with my next question, because I was going to ask you, like, what harmful theology like has kind of maybe interrupted the healing process for you. But there's something that you said that I want to point to. You said God as Father. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that's been really interesting and also difficult in my journey, I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah, because it's difficult for me. When I said it,
right?
There's something there, but and I'll let you ask your question, but I will say, I think that that's part of the process of healing from both religious trauma and sexual abuse is language. Yeah. And at some points in my journey, that mattered. That was comforting for me.
Yeah.
And there's other points where it sure isn't. And allowing myself to be where I'm at.
Where you are in this experience.
Today.
Yeah.
To be different than yesterday.
100%.
Yeah. But the reason why I say that is when I said that term, it made me think, your listeners and you yourself, that might not have resonated. I almost wanted to back up. But for me, I know there's been times where it's been helpful, but it's not for everybody.